train always goes off right as we're
They're
starting.
consistent.
Yeah, and so yeah, we were just talking about Dallas. Christina's in the DFW area, so
Mhm.
oh, is there some echo? Maybe not.
Let me go find my ear pods. I've got two pair and both of them are charging. So let me see.
Okay, cool. Little Rocky.
Aw.
We always just chit chat in the first couple minutes, anyways, just waiting for people to hop on.
To get on.
Yep, and here they come. Perfect.
Does
Yeah.
it give you like a count? I've never heard of StreamYard before.
Yeah, it's becoming pretty
Better.
popular. And I can
Okay.
send you the recording after and stuff. It'll be up on our pages as well. So
Nice.
able to go back and watch it. So I'll go ahead and introduce everyone. I'm Hallie Beeler McCrory, realtor and team lead in San Angelo, Texas. And now I'll also be working the DFW area.
Excited.
Known for selling 90 houses a year in a small town. And I've got my lovely co-host Casey Stiers on, CB Stiers Realty out of
Yes.
Raleigh,
Hi.
North Carolina, and she serves all of North Carolina.
I love North Carolina. Yep.
And Mr. Rocky, the realtor, barking in the background.
Yeah,
He always has a lot to say.
he does. And I've been gone a lot lately, so he's extremely flaky.
Oh my goodness. I know that's how one of my dogs is. And she's known for she's the downtown guru of Raleigh, North Carolina. She owns a bunch of bars and nightclubs there, does a lot of commercial real estate and as well along with residential.
Nice.
And then we've got our guest Christina Pierson on. She's out of the DFW area as well here in Texas, and she is with America's Preferred Home Warranty, which is my favorite home warranty company. That's why we have her on. And she's just been a total resource for me. Ever since I switched to EXP, they're one of our partners, and I'm so glad because it's there's a lot of different home warranty companies out there, but we'll get into this. But my favorite thing about America's Preferred Home Warranty is that they allow you to choose your own contractors, but you don't have to pay out of pocket. That was my thing before. I had a company before that allowed us to choose our own contractors, but they made you pay for it and then reimburse you back. And not everyone could afford that.
That's kind of like ours. I mean, Adam jumped the gun, got our own contractor to work on our HVAC on one of our properties that we were flipping.
Mm-hmm.
And then they weren't in their system, I guess. So we were out of pocket that money after.
So Christina, I thought we could start off by, maybe you tell us a little bit about your background in the real estate industry. I know you had, I think it's 18 years in title, correct?
18, almost 19.
Okay, we'll say 19 then. So just give us a little bit of background on how you got into this industry and I don't know, just a little
something about me. Okay. Yeah. So I got into the real estate industry clear back, when I was pregnant with my second child. I actually worked at a real estate office at their, the front office. And then at that point, stayed at home for several years. And then when I came back, I transitioned to Texas. I'm originally from Kansas, so moved to Texas, and I started to work at Countrywide. Does anybody remember Countrywide? Because I worked there. And they were just going through a lot of changes at that time, and so I stepped into the title industry, and I started off as a closer. Mm-hmm. I managed a couple of offices, business development, escrow officer, office manager. But then my last 5 years, I was extremely heavy in commercial. So I was bringing in really large, multi-million dollar deals into my title company. And honestly, I just knew I wanted out of title. It was just time for a change. That's a long time to be in it. And I really wanted a company to really utilize my skills and my assets that I have. Yeah. And so they actually found me by LinkedIn. and they reached out to me, and I have been with my company since 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So almost like right before the pandemic, and then everything shut down at that point. So, but team lead, now regional manager. So I have a large team. And so I manage, and I am still an area sales manager on top of that. So
Yes.
I know you guys know how that goes. So,
Yes.
but it's a lot of fun, and they actually recognize me. So that's always nice.
Yes, that's super important. That's one of the things I like about EXP too. I mean, we have almost 87,000 agents, but you still feel special there, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Even, you know, we have what, 23 different countries now. Like, I still feel noticed, thankfully.
Yeah. And if you reach out to them, they respond. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing. You get answers. So
So when you came on to America's Preferred Home Warranty, was EXP already a partner?
No, EXP was not a partner. They didn't come on board for it was about a year later. And that's when they were ramping up towards all that, the partnership. And it's been a fantastic partnership. We love it. You know, all of the area sales managers, the regional
Mhm.
managers, we all just love the partnership. So
We do
we
too
have to
on
take
the
care of
EXP
you.
side.
I wouldn't know how if it was not for EXP. So
I know. I was telling Christina how we met at the 10X Ladies Conference and stuff, and just had a bunch of mutual friends. So
yeah.
that's another good thing about it too.
Yes.
Awesome.
But we'll focus on APHW. So I guess just jumping into that side a little bit. So I personally use it's the one that's the 695 plan, and it covers most, you know, the normal standard items, but then you can also, you know, bump up to include different, you know, just the same as other home warranties, except I feel like you guys include a little bit more as well.
Are
It
you
does.
guys in any state, like you can do anywhere?
We are in every state. The last state that we're going into is California. That we have been working on for quite a while. I expect it, I'm going to say soon. I can't put a date on it, but I think it'll be soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Could you do you have like a link or a website or anything that you could share with us that we could put into the
Do you want me
chat?
to go ahead and type it in?
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you
let's
can,
do
that'd be
that.
great.
We can share it. Yeah. That way people can look. Yeah, and then I think so we do end up getting sometimes I mean, this show is geared towards real estate agents. However, we do sometimes get people hopping on that aren't real estate agents, just in the industry.
Okay.
But then there's also new realtors too, and this can be a new, you know, totally new topic to them. And we can, you know, answer this once you get the link, or maybe I can find the link too while you're talking. But I think so. The biggest, the biggest question I get in terms of home warranties is, what do home warranties cover versus what does home insurance cover?
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, so homeowners insurance is required by the lender because it's to cover their investment, because they're investing in that property, right?
Right.
And so it's to cover that money. So in case there was fire, wind, theft, hail, and it was completely demolished, or you know, it went completely aflame, like in California or other places, right? They can go back on that insurance to help recoup, right?
Right.
So with a home warranty, it's not going to cover those specific items. It's going to cover items that you basically touch, feel, and see on a daily basis. That would be your plumbing, your electrical, your appliances, your heating, your air, things like that. And so, although it's not required, it's really good to have that option added, whether you write it in the contract, or if the seller isn't paying anything towards the home warranty, then have your buyer pay for it at the closing table, right? And then it's just worked into their CD, and the check will be sent to us, just like as if the seller was paying for it. And I get this question asked a lot too. Is there a waiting period, right, for the home warranty to take effect? There is not a waiting period. So if they had a closing day of today and they had a system failure, like their heater goes out tomorrow, then they can call and file a claim. So there's none of that 30-day waiting period.
Okay.
Do they do anything? I've seen some that are like, well, they got to look at the age of the HVAC and was it serviced and all those things. Do you guys do that?
So we will ask for the home inspection, right? Because we want to qualify that claim. And what I mean by qualify is, was it working during that inspection period, right? If it was working, then it was working. And so call in and file a claim. Now, if a system, and here, these are the key words, in good working order. Now, if the previous seller didn't maintain, right, and they weren't working, that's a whole different issue. So a home warranty is to cover items that are in good working order. Okay. And that's the easy way to look at it. If the home inspection notices that the garbage disposal, is rusted, right? And
so what is the time limit on that? Like, for them to want to look at that inspection?
It just depends on what time of year. So I would just be prepared to always have them submit it.
Yeah.
Okay. Just always have them prepared to submit it. Because there isn't really specifically a time frame.
Yeah. I just keep, like, let's say I have a house at 123 Apple Street. I have a folder in my Gmail and keep all of my documents in that little folder in my email, so I can quickly go find anything like, stuff like that. So I'm not digging around.
This is going to lead me to one of my clients. I'm thinking of somebody in particular. And sorry, I'm just taking over, Melly.
No, that's good.
I've waited all day to ask these questions, and I actually talked to him earlier, and I was like, I'm going to talk to somebody that's tonight. So
no, it's good.
He would hop on, but he's in Thailand, so he's sleeping as we speak. So so he doesn't easily do home inspections. He closes in like a day or two on properties. So somebody like that closes them, and I always tell him to get a home warranty on it, and he usually does. Okay. Say he gets the home warranty. Let's say his offer gets accepted, the one we submitted yesterday. We close on Monday. He's not going to do an inspection or anything.
Right.
And the HVAC's working fine now. The heat's working fine. Everything's working. But come 2 weeks later, or when he gets back in March, and he is there for like a week working on things and working on the house, and it stops working, what would happen then?
Sure. So at that point, when he walked through the property, it was working, right? And then the contractor, we rely very heavily on the contractor. So even though it is choose your own licensed contractor, it can't be a handyman. They have to be licensed for the items that require a license, like your electrical, your plumbing, your heat, your HVAC systems, right? So we are going to rely very heavily on what that contractor says. So even though, yes, it was working, but was it really working up to that capacity? So there's a lot of variables in that. And honestly, call and make a claim. Just call in and make a claim at that point. If he notices that.
Okay. So. Okay.
Interesting. We always are thinking of that one client.
That one client, yes.
I've been waiting all day to ask these questions. So.
And there's so many situations and scenarios, right? It's just hard. Yeah. It's hard to know everything. So what So let me ask you this. When you are talking to your clients, and I know there are some agents that do this that will say, hey, get a home warranty if they know something is specifically not working. And I think, Hallie, you and I had talked about this, right?
Mhm.
They'll say, oh, get a home warranty. It'll cover it. Have you ran across that in your agents that may have came on your teams or anything like that?
See,
No,
when I do it, I tell sorry, I cut you off. Go
No,
ahead.
no, you go, Casey.
I tell my clients I'm very specific. I don't ever go down rabbit holes where
Right.
if I don't guarantee stuff.
Yeah.
So unless I'm willing to pull out a pocket and make sure it's covered, and I go get my HVAC license, and I know for a fact,
Right.
I always say I am not a licensed GC, and you can call these companies. I can show you the pamphlet, and these are the ones that I like to use, and these are the reasons I use it. But if something doesn't go right with it, I mean, I want
It's
you
a
to do
rabbit
your
hole.
research. Yes. So, and I give them always 2 companies. If I give them 3, it's overwhelming. So 2 companies that they can choose from. And I let them do the math. They call and figure that out is how I handle that, because I don't want to put more liability on myself
Right.
than what's already there. And we have a ton on our plate.
Right. Right.
And then on my end, I feel like I haven't had any agents come to me and say anything like that. It's been more like if I've had a buyer in the past and they would like the, let's say everything's going fine with the HVAC system, but it's pretty old and it's definitely like past its normal lifetime, or like normal cycle of where it should be replaced. I've had listing agents be like, well, like they've got you're already asking for the home warranty. If it goes out, then they can fix it. That's really been my experience with I guess what you're asking.
Okay. So this is what I always like to say. A home warranty, again, is for items that are in good working order, right? I would always caution, and you don't do this, so I'm not saying you do. I would always caution any agent that ever says, hey, get a home warranty, they'll cover it, right? Because that's setting up sorry, my dog is right here. It's a big Doberman. So, and he's
You're
very
good.
I got Rocky sleeping, so you are fine. It's a dog friendly
good.
show. Very dog friendly.
Yes.
Get a home warranty. It'll take care of it. Don't ever, if anybody out there happens to do this, don't do that, because you're setting yourself up because you recommended that. And then if it wasn't working in the first place, right? And then they go to file a claim, then they're going to be upset. So it's, managing the expectations, right, of what a home warranty does. And another way to look at it is a home warranty is to help offset the costs of being a homeowner and those costly repairs. Will it cover everything? No. Do all home warranty companies cost about the same? Yes. Do we all deny for about the same? Yes. Do we all approve for about the same? Yes. But there are little tiny differences between each warranty company. And with us, you have the option to choose your own contractor. What does that really look like for your buyer, right? Or even your seller, if you put listing coverage on, which I recommend 100%, because you're managing then the whole transaction from pre-listing, during listing, and post-listing, right? But when you, I just lost my whole train of thought. Where did I leave off before?
Like kind of the differences of why like choosing your own contractor would be better.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Because I have so much that I want to say.
It's real estate brain. Don't worry.
It is.
It happens to all of us.
Yes. So when your homeowners get to choose their own licensed contractor. There are several things that come into play with that. The first thing is when they call and make that claim and they get that claim number, they call a person that has no affiliation to us. It's as if they didn't have a home warranty, right? Second thing is they're getting an unbiased opinion, which is fantastic, right? And then third, it's the payment process is so fast and so easy and so quick.
Mhm.
And so there's all these reasons. And one of the other things is too, is that, and you said it earlier, Hallie, at the beginning about, charging a card, right? Paying, right? Well, because we call it a deductible, then if it's something that's not even covered, we don't even charge that. So we're saving your clients money in that aspect as well.
Mhm.
So there's a couple reasons why we're so different and why it's important to have a home warranty. And especially right now with inflation the way that it is, right?
Mhm.
I honestly, to me, it doesn't matter if it's a multi-million-dollar home or if it's a $250,000 home. It does not matter. A home warranty is going to help offset. And especially for those individuals that there's first-time home buyers, that's so important to have them get a home warranty because 9 out of 10, they're used to renting.
Yep.
And at that point, one of my first questions, I just had a conversation with a buyer Friday, and they are buying their first home. They're putting all their money into their down payment, right? And they're getting a home warranty. And I asked them, do you know the difference between homeowners insurance and a home warranty? They said, no, I had to go over all of that. So I'm very big into educating
Mhm.
and letting people know the differences. But then I asked, did you rent a house or an apartment? And then they always tell me. And then I said, okay, remember when you had the AC not working or the water heater stopped working, right? You would just call down to the office and they would just send someone up to fix it. I said, so that was just taken care of because of the rent, right? That was part of the agreement. And then now you're buying a home. All of those responsibilities now fall on you. You have to you take care of your upkeep on your property in
Mhm.
order for your systems to function. And then so I said, now with a home warranty, it's kind of like the same thing, right? Because if it's approved, right?
Right.
And so it's kind of like calling down to the office in a roundabout way. And so it's to help them, protect them from those costly repairs. And especially when they're sinking all of their money into buying that home. And then if something fails, and now if they don't have a home warranty, who gets that first phone call?
Us.
Yes. And then they call you looking for help. And so that's why it's so important. So when you get a home warranty, it kind of takes some pressure off of you, right? Because
Yeah.
you're managing those expectations with the homeowner. And here's something else that a lot of people don't look at. When you have a house, and let's say it's a 3,500 square foot home, and there's a family of 6, right?
Right.
Right. And then they sell it, and then a family of 2 or 3 moves in, maybe just a husband and wife, right?
Mhm.
So the systems are the way the house is being used is completely different. And so it is traumatic for the house. A lot of people don't look at it as traumatic for the house. And especially vice versa. If it's a family of 2 or 3 and then a family of 6, you're talking a lot of different pressures being on different systems.
Right.
So that's really important to know as well. When you're talking to, your clients. Let me ask you this question. So when you talk to your clients, at what stage do you bring in the discussion of a home warranty?
Usually when we're writing an offer.
Writing
Sometimes
the
it comes up depending on what's going on when we look at the house, but usually when we're writing an offer.
Okay,
I usually
perfect.
talk about it when we do our first walkthrough of a house. When I talk about the three most costly things, your roof, HVAC, and a hot water tank, and then foundation, but we can't really tell until we get a contractor out there for foundation. And I always tell them, there is the option of getting a home warranty if you are in love with this house and you don't want to lose it over something. And I
That's
can give you the name of 2 numbers, and you can go ahead and start calling.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. When do you typically order the home warranties?
I let the attorney know which company they're going with, and then most of the time, if right now, a lot of sellers are paying for home warranties, so it's on the HUD. So if
Okay.
not, my attorney just makes sure everything's lined up
Okay.
when they close. So before closing,
Before
I
closing.
order right after option period is up.
Awesome. That's where I was leading, was as soon as that option is done, order the home warranty, because we all know how busy you as agents get, right? Because you're
Mhm.
you're working with multiple clients, and then that's just one thing done and off your plate as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And so
Mhm.
those are
I
my
like that.
recommendations. Yeah, as soon
So
as you're done.
okay, we call it due diligence period here for people in North Carolina. So
That's right. Are you in
Oh,
abstract state?
yeah,
You're
say it
like
again.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, so we call it due diligence, and our attorneys handle most everything. And my assistant, she just gets the name and sends it over to Vicky, or whoever the paralegal is, and
mhm.
that way, if it's not closing, my assistant, it's on her checklist of things, make sure that that's not going to start. Power is not going to start those things.
Yeah, I'm glad we have two of us in 2 different states. Yay.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
it's quite different.
covering it all.
Let me ask you this, because I'm in Texas. Can you guess, Hallie? Did I tell you this? If you know the answer, don't repeat it.
Okay.
I just want to see
Okay.
if Casey can possibly guess. How many home warranties do you think we have in the state of Texas?
I couldn't even guess.
Companies. Did we talk about this?
This
I
would
don't
be a
think
good thing to our viewers that are watching right now for
I
them to
know.
drop the
Okay,
number
so
they think
how
it is.
many
Yeah.
how
Can
many
How many
they
did they?
all do a chat? Can they
Yeah.
type in?
Yeah. So how many people in the state of Texas have home warranties or have a home warranty with
How
what?
many? No, how many
How many
companies?
companies?
How
Oh,
many companies in the state of Texas that we have for home warranties? Just take a guess. Type
Just
it in
take it
the
again.
chat.
I was
type
going to
in
say,
that.
yeah, I'm not Googling it, so my hands are in the air. So I'll give a few minutes for people to
Gosh, I can
type
think
it
of,
in, and then
I'm gonna say 10.
10. Casey said 10, right?
You
no,
said 10?
Holly did. No, I
Okay.
was thinking maybe like 15, 20.
Okay. Someone said
Somebody
13.
said 13.
Okay, I'm not seeing this. Where are you guys? Are you guys in the comments? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm not 13. Anybody else?
We should send a $5 gift card to whoever gets the closest.
Yes.
Obviously, I'm not going to send it to myself, but
Yeah.
whoever is closest.
Okay, guys, you better do this. Type in how many you think. How many are on the feed?
It just the
There's
number
5
varies.
people right now, it looks like.
So it goes from 6 to 5. So
What
Six.
was the question? How many home warranty companies do you think there are in the state of Texas, Lisa? Just a guess. I can only think of 4 that I know of.
4. 20.
okay, she said the same. Yeah.
Okay. Is
let's
anybody
hear
else going to guess?
Last call. I think we hear it.
Okay. 53, including us.
Wow.
What?
Yes.
Where do they get their business from? What?
It's insane. It's insane.
Everybody wanted to start a home warranty company in your state, huh?
Wow. That's insane.
That's impressive.
It's crazy. It is I don't know. And you know, in some parts of the state, you know, different areas of the country, like I think it's New Jersey area, they
Mhm.
have maybe 5, but they may feel it's not as necessary. But here in Texas, it is necessary because we live and die by our ACs. I mean, we run it into the ground.
I know. I think North Carolina is probably the same though.
I mean, here lately, we need our heat at night. When we wake up, it's 29. By lunch, it's 70. And then when the sun goes down,
that's
it's
the
back to
exact
28.
reason
I'm
why.
like, somebody joked that we are like the lottery. They're just throwing numbers out. They don't know what.
Yes,
That's exactly how Texas is too.
it
Crazy.
is
Because it's supposed to
crazy.
snow like Sunday, and then this past Sunday it was like 70 degrees. Like, pick one.
Yeah.
It
I
was
don't
like-
even care which direction. Just pick.
I think it was like 50, 52 on Sunday, or no, that was Saturday, and then Sunday it was like 60. But now we've got sleet, and they've called school off. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just insane.
And then
So you need a
back
home warranty because of the heat and the AC.
Hey, I mean, last winter we had a hurricane come through, then tornadoes, and then a snowstorm, all within, it was like a 4-day period. We got
No
hit with
way.
every single thing. It was, yeah. So, only in North Carolina do you get all 4 seasons in 1 week.
That's crazy.
So,
we
That
just
is
get like 2 in 1 week. There's no really in between.
yeah.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
we had the hurricanes, the tornadoes, and straight into the blizzard. So,
Okay, Christina,
Yes.
my big question I wanted to hear about, so we've talked about a lot of home warranties for buyers. I want to transition into why a seller would need a home warranty.
Ooh, okay. So this is a really good question.
Mhm.
So a seller really should have listing coverage
Mhm.
because what it does is it protects them during the listing period, right? So okay, you've had listings, right? How many times has it happened that you put the house on the market and then something happened? They call you and say, Hallie, Casey, something has happened. Is Lisa an agent? I'm assuming she is. Okay.
Yeah.
mhm,
Lisa,
I think so.
She's in
uh,
Arizona.
Arizona. Okay. This went wrong. And it's 100% on the seller to fix it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. I don't know how many times.
Probably like 8 times for me.
Okay.
Okay, what do you mean? Like something goes wrong and it's on the seller?
So, like with listing coverage, we have 9 complimentary items. The 10th one, which I'll talk about later, the 10th one will kick in when it closes and funds. Okay. So we have 9 complimentary items. Some of the things on there is electrical, plumbing, heating, right? Heating, right? Yes. That I'm trying to go off memory.
Oh yeah, you're good. Yeah, like some of the big ticket items.
Yeah, some of the big
See, we
ticket-
don't have that here. Every house in North Carolina is sold as is. And the sellers can be nice and be willing to fix something, or they can say, nope. I think
Okay.
I'm understanding. Does that make
So-
sense?
Well,
Say that-
so this is during the time they're living in the home.
Okay.
So during the time they're
Right.
living in the home, right?
Is it on the market or?
It's on the market.
Uh-huh.
You're
so
going
they
to have a conversation. Yep, you're going to have a
Yeah.
conversation. Here's how you can separate yourself with your clients. With me, as part of my services, you are we are going to do a home warranty, especially the complimentary items. The goal is to have it convert over. Do any of you or either of you do seller net sheets?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
So at that point, when you do that seller net sheet, because you don't know what that buyer's agent will ask for, right? For them to pay for a home warranty or not, you have control over what's happening at this point, right?
Mhm.
So within that seller net sheet, typically what is left off is the home warranty because it's kind of one of the last items to be added, right? And then
Mhm.
so when you do the seller net sheet, you are giving your sellers a more truer and accurate number. And at that point, if it converts over, that's the goal, right? Because remember, there's one more item that converts over into that's for the seller, right?
Hmm.
And so once they have listing coverage and during the time they're living in the property, let's say their electrical panel, the breaker keeps flipping or something, I don't know, they need to make a claim. And so they can call us and make a claim. And so you will be choosing a deductible, whether it's a $50 deductible or a $100 deductible, because we have to know what to charge them if they file a claim. Because if they don't have listing coverage put in place, that system failure is 100% at their expense, right?
Mhm.
Especially during the time they're living in the property, they're going to want their electrical panel to be fixed, right?
Mhm.
Especially in this market now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And so the goal is to have it convert over, because when it converts over to that buyer, now they have a home warranty that is put in place. And when you are putting the home on the market and listing it within the MLS, at that point in the comments or special notes or whatever, wherever you put it, right? You can put, this home comes with a home warranty provided by America's Preferred Home Warranty. And it lets that buyer's agent know that you already have an active home warranty. And yes,
Mhm.
the seller will be paying for it. It's a couple of $100s, right?
Hmm.
It's not a lot of money, but now they have protection. And you, every time our home warranty is chosen, you as the agent have your legal protection, right? And that's
Mhm.
something you want to make sure, because it's risk management. All of this is just risk management. Yes, a home warranty, again, will cost, deny, approve for about the same, right?
Hmm.
You want to have your protections in place because this is your livelihood. You want to protect your license. You want to protect your seller because you will, 9 out of 10, start getting more referrals because you are protecting them now post sale. What do I mean by post sale? So when that home is sold and that home warranty converts over to that buyer, now they have legal coverage up to 2 years post sale. And that's $1,000 worth of legal coverage that just comes with our home warranty. Like your protection, it just comes with our home warranty. And so that's the reason why you want it. So you are controlling that whole transaction, pre-listing, listing period, and post sale.
Hmm.
Because a buyer can make a claim or have a suit against anyone at any time, right?
Mhm. Correct.
And with this, it will help, right?
Hmm.
Mhm.
So it's just, again, it's just risk management.
And
Just risk.
sellers are normally, or at least in my market, buyers are almost always asking for a 1-year home warranty anyways.
Right. Well, and
Yes.
here's what I always say too. If you have that buyer's agent over here saying, Well, we want a home warranty, but we don't want who you are offering, right?
Mm-hmm.
At
Yeah.
that point, you can tell them, because it is an active home warranty. You can tell them, look, if you want XYZ home warranty company, then it's up to your buyer to pay for it. But we have an active home warranty already in place. And again,
Probably better than the one that they want, anyways.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
So it's just really important that they're protected, you're protected, and the homes will, if there's a home warranty put in place, they typically sell much, much faster than the homes that don't have a home warranty in the MLS. So if you look at it like this, you have two homes within the same school district, right? Because one may be a neighborhood over, right? So the same school district, about the same square footage, about the same bed, same baths. One has a home warranty and one does not. The one that they did not have a warranty on, they're not typically going to go for it because they want the one with a warranty because it's peace of mind for them. It
Absolutely.
has a home warranty. So if I need to use it, I can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dropped your question on the home warranty.
Oh yeah,
I was reading that.
with their question.
Yeah.
Um,
I was sitting there thinking, how did I type that?
Oh, I clicked yours, Casey. Sorry.
Hey, no, don't apologize. Thanks.
Okay, good. Yeah, I guess my disconnect on why I've never used it is I didn't realize you could transfer it.
you can
And it's a
transfer
good
them.
marketing tool for your listing, but then
Yes.
also a good marketing tool to get the listing in the first place.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yes. So,
Exactly.
do condos and detached houses and townhomes, does that vary based on home warranties?
On cost,
Mm-hmm.
yes. Yes, there is a little bit of a cost difference. Not much. I can tell you, I'm gonna flip my screen here real quick. So condos, townhomes, 475 for 1 year with a $75 deductible. Single family, $50 deductible, for 535 for 1 year. With a $100 deductible, the cost is $499. Again, I will always, always, always recommend the buyer's preferred upgrade, which in our warranty, it's called the buyer's premier. That is $695. That gets you the standard warranty with a $50 deductible, and it gets you the upgrade. Reason why I say get that upgrade is because if you live in any hot southern state, Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, uh, South Carolina, because you have humidity, right? Any hot southern state, you run your ACs in the ground. Get it. It is so well worth it. It's because that's where the Freon and recapture is located. And I know here in DFW last summer, the cost of Freon was anywhere between $300 and $400 per pound. What was it in your area?
They have kind of done away with it. So there's only a few AC people that actually still work on AC units that have Freon because they're doing away with it
The
altogether.
410A.
So
Well, Lisa, that's so true. Arizona too. Yes.
Not Texas.
yeah, the Freon is just kind of when they break, they say just do away with them.
Right.
And to fill it up, it's like 120, I think. So
That's not bad. Well, and
we live in a condo, so ours isn't like a
right.
massive- yeah.
Do all three of you know anything about the new construction home warranty?
Like
Do you have a lot of new builds going on?
Yeah, we do around here in the Raleigh, RDU and Wilmington area. Are
Do y'all
I
do
know
one?
the
Yeah.
210 one's really popular here.
Okay, so our new construction home warranty, it starts on the 366th day. So typically the builders will give the 1 year warranty, right?
Mhm.
We pick up on that 366th day. The cost of the warranty for an additional 3 years is $600 and with a $75 deductible. You can add that at closing, and then as soon as it hits that 366 day, it's in process. So I really recommend the new construction because it doesn't matter, even if it's a new build, things still break.
Yeah.
So
So you guys don't do the 1 to 10 home warranty. You do an add-on to that.
So we don't. So in your area, South Carolina, we have a structural, but it's only being released in certain states because this is a new area. And so I don't know all the states that we're in. I'm sure we're going to get an update when we are at our sales meeting. So be on the lookout for that if you don't know anything about it. Because they're not even here in Texas yet. So I know 210, especially for the structural, but this is on the build side. So our new construction is specifically just on the home in general, not the foundation. So it's going to cover the same appliances, things like that. But the structural is coming. It's just not here in Texas yet. Which
Okay.
I'm waiting because I have builders.
Yeah. We're ready.
I recommend the new build home warranty too, just because it's new and doesn't mean things won't. That is so true. So true.
Love it. Well, you'll have to keep us updated on that structural one too. That's really
Yes,
good.
definitely.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. Just because it's another way to offer more value to
Definitely.
you as the agents because you have clients all the time that they may look at a new build over a pre-existing. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Always. And I think I've told you my husband's a builder too.
Yes, yes.
Big for me. And then we have I had him on a couple of weeks ago.
Last week?
Who, Colin?
Yeah, wasn't it last week he was on?
No, it's like a month ago, I think.
Was it that long
It was us two last week. I know.
Huh.
Our weeks fly by.
Wow.
And we have a lot of just agents. He talked about how agents could potentially pick up builders as clients. So this is a good extension of that conversation.
Yeah.
And that could be another way is to maybe, offer to pay for the regular warranty on top of the 1 to 10 in order to make the listing better.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and like for the builder, they can put it in their sheet, right, of expenses and then just offer it. I have a couple builders that just do that, that they'll just purchase the warranty and it's just there for them. I
Right.
love that.
Make it easy.
Yep.
It does. It really does. It saves some conversations, instead of talking to the buyers before, right? It's just done. It's in place. And then they have it.
Yeah.
So
anything to make it easier. So.
Yeah, exactly. So do you typically see, back to the seller warranties, do you typically see sellers paying for that or are agents typically paying for that?
So and I'm only speaking for Texas in general, right? Yeah. So in all my years in pre-COVID, warranties were on every transaction except for flip deals and investor deals. So we're talking less than 10% of the homes sold in Texas that did not have a warranty. And then in February of 2021 when we had that storm. And I should have listened to an agent that I spoke to that said that they stopped putting warranties on, but I didn't know the agent that well. And I just didn't heed that warning. Just because I thought it was a one-off conversation, but then boom, it hit that warranties were being left off. So now that we're coming back full circle to where warranties are back, sellers are paying for it like they did in the past.
Right.
I do occasionally see agents purchasing the warranty. I have one here, and it was a Friday conversation as well with a real estate agent. And she wanted the pricing because she's going to be purchasing it for her clients. And I have agents that will say, I don't want that if they can't afford it, if the seller isn't paying for it and they can't afford it, I don't want them to go without. And so they make that a part of their closing gift, because some agents do closing gifts. Yeah. And so that's what they give them. And I think it's a great one, right? And you can
That is actually a good one.
Yeah. And you can just do the $499 with the 100. And if they want the upgrade, they can do it. Or you could be really generous and get the $695, or you could do the $535. The options are endless, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, it's your choice, right? And can I go back to the listings? I just thought.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, if you have the listing, right, and it converts over to that buyer, I'm going to teach you something here. It's a marketing tool, right? So if that buyer has any claims because you were the listing agent, guess what you get?
What?
You get an email that says, this property, Mr. and Mrs. had a claim, blah, 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 X amount of dollars in repairs, right?
Right.
You can use that as marketing. You can put them on your call list, because some agents, they're just not really good at follow up, right?
Yeah, like keeping in touch.
Keeping in touch. Some do, some don't. This is a way for you to stay in touch with with those buyers, and they could be your next clients, or they may know of someone, right?
Like
so
it's
all again,
starter.
Yep, leveraging your referrals. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
Staying in front of people.
I like that idea.
That's it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, we got
You're really impressed.
Heart and thumbs up from Lisa.
Aw.
Lisa, thanks for being so active on this.
She is. I appreciate it.
She's the best. She's EXP in Arizona. She's out of Mesa, so kind of like the Scottsdale, Phoenix area.
Okay, so Lisa, who is your area sales manager? Is it Shannon, or there's a new gentleman that just started, I believe? I love you girls. This is so valuable.
Yay. We'll see what she says.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if anybody else has questions in the meantime, we've still got 6 people on. Please drop your questions in the comments as we're wrapping up and coming on our 1 hour mark.
Well, and here's what I would say to all the agents on, are all of them EXP?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they could be out any.
Okay. So what I would do is get a hold of your local rep, and I don't know where they're at. I don't know what states or anything.
Yeah, they could. She doesn't know who the rep is. She said you could probably find out on the website, I'm sure, right?
Yes. Yeah. Get a hold of your local area sales manager. Click on, when you go to aphw.com, click on for real estate agents or something like that. Real estate agents, click on that. At the very bottom, it will say find my rep. And then they reach out to them and call them, because we try very, very, very hard to be of value and of service to you. Because all home warranty companies, we all cover toilets, right? We're not a features and benefit. We are, how can we help your business grow and provide value to you?
Yeah.
And so that's what we are about.
Here we go. Find your sales rep. I'm going to put this in the blank. Okay. Or in the comments, sorry. So just one more question. So I like in this website goes to Real Pro. What is the association between Real Pro and America's Preferred Home Warranty? Is this just like a third party that
It's ours.
it's yours? Okay.
It's ours. We created it. Yes, it is ours.
Here we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, and this is the website I use to order the home warranties. It's super quick and easy. I was not, that sounds lazy, but I was like, when I first started using them, I was like, oh, I don't just email the title company and tell them which one we want, but it's literally a 30-second process. So
it's 30 seconds. And you know what? I will tell you this. I've had to clean up several title companies' mistakes because they didn't order something correctly, right?
Yep.
And that's a whole nother issue, right? So I always tell agents to order the warranties yourself. Use Real Pro. It's quick, it's easy, it's fast. You can order supplies, have them shipped to your house. If you're a Keller, Remax, mom and pop, it doesn't matter. You can order your supplies and have them shipped. It's so important. And then
okay, yes, I see the marketing materials on the website.
yeah, just have them shipped. You can order what you want and they ship them to your house and it's free.
Yep. Wow. Oh my gosh, magnets, how cute. Okay, cool.
So
It's like,
those
I love this.
magnets, you can order those, and when you get that warranty number, you can write it on there and give it to them at closing so they can put it on their fridge. And here's the other thing that's really cool too. Your clients, even if they don't know the warranty number, they don't need that. We can find it by their address. It's that easy.
I love your colors. They're very similar to mine.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
It is similar, that blue, the kind of teal.
Uh-huh.
Cute. Yeah, I'll have to look at the home builder one too.
Yeah, take a look at that because it's a pretty cool warranty. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yay. Well, we've
I'm
got
trying to find the local thing where you find your local rep. That's
Oh,
what
I
I'm
have it
trying to
up.
find.
See the website I have up? Real-pro.
For some reason, it's not.
Net.
I don't see that for some reason.
I'll text it to you.
Yeah, just text it to me. So I was like, I'm having technical difficulty. I lost y'all halfway through it. I don't know if you saw that.
I know,
Like,
I did.
I went to ask a question and it went away, and I was like, okay, well.
I was like, did I bore her? No, I'm just joking.
Mid sentence.
It's so funny.
Oh.
Cool. Well, I think that's all the questions I have.
Yeah.
Great information. I love the marketing tips. I know, me too, Lisa.
I do
That was
too.
a good one, Christina.
Well, thank you. And call me anytime. I'm happy to help you.
Cool.
Yes, I love this. So lots of hacks, tips, and tricks this week.
Yeah.
And that's like something I feel like we all like know about home warranties, but there's so many little details and like the hacks, tips, and tricks that we don't necessarily know unless you're like talking to a rep a lot of times or, you know, taking the time to ask these questions. So
Exactly. So
love it.
very good. Very beneficial this week. So.
I know. Well,
It was
thank you,
good.
Christina,
I
for
loved it.
coming on. I know. It's just like a conversation. It's very easy. So
Yeah, I was a little nervous.
oh, it always is going live and, you know,
Mhm.
having your face on camera and stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody loves doing that, but this is, I
And
mean,
then it becomes natural after we've done it a while. My first
Yeah.
few times, I was like, what are we doing?
oh yeah, we were
So
so
scary.
cool. Well, thank you, Christina, for taking the time to come on. I think,
You're welcome.
Yes, thank
I
you.
think this has been really good information for everybody. You know, lots of gems. So thank
Yeah,
you
great
again.
job. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Lisa. Thank
Again, if
you.
anybody wants
I
to,
loved all the information. So.
Mhm.
Awesome.
I'll put the website back up. It's just aphw.com, America's Preferred Home Warranty, with Christina Pierson. And then there's, we put up the website to find your local rep too, since Christina's in the DFW area and serves, I guess, kind of like North and West Central-ish Texas. Pretty big area. But yeah, and then I guess other just little housekeeping things. Next week, we're going to have on Kevin Snow to talk about email marketing
Yes.
for real estate agents. So that'll be exciting. Same time every week, 5:30 Central Time and 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, we hope everybody has a good week. And thank you again to Christina.
Well, thank you. I
Yes, thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much.
All right. Have a
Thank you so
good
much.
night.
Bye,
Good night.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.